That's my issue.
Recording. Hi. I don't know. Gentlemen, we are back. We missed an episode last week, but we got this one back. I'm Robert Wright.
And I'm Levi Fair.
And this is LNR Sports Talk. Thanks for joining us again. Today it's brought to you again by Amanda's Creations. You can find them on Facebook. Just search for Amanda's Creations, and it's the group that pops up with the brown and navy or baby blue or whatever little business card. They're the ones that are also sponsoring our raffle, but more about that in a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, we got something a little different for you guys today. We're going to kind of shorten it down. We're going to do it in segments, maybe get us hopefully under about 30 minutes.
About 30, 35 minutes, somewhere in there.
So don't go anywhere.
Yes.
Got a lot to talk about in 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be fast-paced and kind of chaotic, but we actually organized it today, so props to us.
Yeah.
Yes. First up on tap, so obviously college football playoff, the final rankings were released this past Sunday. On Selection Sunday, which, by the way, it caught me off guard. I was expecting that to be a nighttime thing,
Yep.
and it was done by noon.
Yeah.
I was
No,
sitting
that
in church,
quick.
and it like finished up, and I was like, I get these alerts, and I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah. No, it was quick. I don't remember it ever being
I thought it
in
was
the middle
fake.
of the day.
Honestly, I thought it was fake when I got the alert. I was like, okay, I guess this is what, the AP projections or something like that. I kind of sat there like, what is going on? But yes, the College Football Playoff Committee did release the Final Four for the last time this season, and everybody's kind of got their own opinion about it. And so, this first section is just going to be basically, did the committee get it right?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so at all.
Why is that?
Then again, I've been against the committee all year, so.
Yes, you have. That's just something you like to do, I guess.
Well, no, I don't think. I mean, they say winning is the biggest thing, but I mean, you look at the final playoff, the final standings, and you've got an 11-1 team over a 12-1 team. It can't be just completely about winning. I don't think that they picked the four best teams in the nation right now, and I definitely agree with their number one choice.
Yes, there's no question about Alabama's going to win it. So we can sit here and argue about 2, 3, 4, but at the end of the day, Alabama's going to win.
Yep.
I mean, I think that's pretty safe to say.
I think Alabama's got a very good chance at having the perfect season.
Oh, yeah.
Going all the way to the end.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect season.
Well, did you see the stat the other day? When Florida, on that opening drive of the SEC championship game, Florida went down and scored in like 10 plays. It was a fantastic drive, especially against the number one team in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So Florida does all of that. That was the first touchdown Alabama's defense had allowed at the time since October 22nd. 4 weeks, dude.
Holy
5 weeks, something like
cow.
that. And they didn't allow a touchdown. That's insane.
That's a ridiculous.
And like, if you question that, Auburn had 4 field goals made.
That's true.
No touchdowns.
This is true.
It was insane because that was the first thing I thought about. I was like, wait, Auburn, I thought scored a touchdown, but then I thought back about it and I was like, no, the kicker just had a
It was all field
kicker
goals.
had a day.
So number one, we can both agree. Number one, solid.
Alabama's in. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. 13-0, only one of 2 undefeated teams in the nation right now.
Yeah.
Perfect spot for
Which
Alabama.
you can make a case for Western Michigan.
You could
being
not number 2
in there. Not number 2 or
Not
3.
number 3,
If
but-
they made it, it'd be 4, and it would have had to been a long shot for them, which
Agreed.
sucks because, and you said it earlier, the group of 5 won back in the BCS era, got screwed out. Now
Every
they're
time.
still getting.
Well, this is why we went to the CFP was
Yeah.
to include the group of 5, and they haven't been included. They're still
At
getting
all.
screwed. Personally, I don't
Yeah.
agree with that. But number 2, Clemson. I don't agree at all with where Clemson is ranked. They are not the caliber team that deserves a top 4 spot. I understand that they've won all their games. Congratulations.
Except for one.
Well, except for one, yeah. They're 12-1. Yeah, they've won all their games, but honestly, they have struggled with every single game that they have played. When they played NC
Okay.
State, the only reason they lost that game was a missed extra point. I mean, you can't.
Won that game.
Yeah, they won that game.
Yeah, he said lost.
They would have lost
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it weren't for the missed
The
extra
missed extra
point.
point.
That was all it was. It's their strength of schedule was not just the toughest in the nation, and they struggled with it all year long. That was shown. That was evident again when they played Virginia Tech this weekend. They struggled with Virginia Tech.
Who was still ranked a top 25 team.
So was Colorado. What's that
Yeah,
saying?
they got blown out, yes.
So was Florida. Florida was ranked in the top 25.
But they're the SEC, though. That kind of stuff. So when Florida's
Shouldn't
ranked in the
matter.
top... No, I agree. Florida shouldn't have been ranked.
Agreed.
They came out of the SEC East, which is a horrible, horrible division, almost every year. When Missouri comes into the SEC and was horrible in the Big 12 and then won the SEC East 3 years in a row,
Mm-hmm.
that's a terrible division.
Yeah.
So there's no way Florida should be a top 25 team, but
Agreed.
that's just my reasoning. Now, you say that Penn State, or that Clemson didn't have much of a schedule. Penn State played Michigan, Ohio State,
Let me back
and
you up
Wisconsin.
right there.
Hold up.
Michigan. What was the score in the Michigan game?
They blew Penn State out. They destroyed Penn State.
Oh, you're
Yes.
talking about Penn State.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'll switch over to Penn State for a second because I know where you're
Yeah.
going with this in a second here.
You tripped me up.
Yeah, no, Penn State
Set me up
played
for failure.
Michigan and got destroyed by Michigan.
Agreed.
Played Ohio
Okay.
State, and Ohio State, to me, when I watched that game, played a better game for the majority of that game, but Penn State obviously prevailed in that one. Then you play Wisconsin, obviously a good win there. But other than that, who do you play? Rutgers, who is a terrible football team this year, absolutely terrible. Indiana, again, terrible. Iowa would be a tough one, but that was at home. If that was on the road at Iowa, I'd give you a little bit of leeway on that one.
Yeah.
But, and I only say that because I know that you want Penn State instead of Clemson.
Pull up Clemson's schedule. Their
Okay.
schedule was, Louisville.
Louisville.
They turned out to not be such a great team there at the end. Where's Louisville now?
I don't know. Let's find out here.
Exactly.
That's where we need our
We don't know.
producer over
we,
here.
we definitely need a producer.
Matt,
so
where
if
you at, man?
if you want to fill that empty chair, we're taking applications. Actually.
we really should. All right, applications will be done online on Facebook. Shoot us a message, and we'll see what we can do. But you have to be really good at producing, so. And no,
You gotta be on top of things. You gotta.
Yeah,
Your Google foo must be strong.
yeah, you must be able to type 200 words a minute, so which is basically impossible. So Auburn, Clemson beat Auburn first week of the season. Then went
It's
on.
not a big win to me.
Top 25 team. Playing Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl,
Okay.
New
All
Year's
right.
Six Bowl.
We're gonna see just how good Auburn is then.
Which, by the way, Oklahoma's going to win that game.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, really, because Auburn is
No,
not
no.
a great caliber
No,
team.
that's not why. Because Baker Mayfield and D.D. Westbrook are, and as much as I hate to say it, they're
On
going
fire.
to kill Auburn
Yep,
with
they're on
that
fire.
65-yard bomb that they run all the freaking time.
That you can't stop.
Yeah, nobody can do it. I don't know how. Even Oklahoma State couldn't do it, and they have a pretty solid defense. West Virginia, same thing. Solid defense, got killed. We're running late. Louisville. Clemson played Louisville, beat that, which that was a fantastic game, by the way. Beat Florida State,
What was the score?
42-36.
Another close game. Louisville was not.
They didn't get blown out by Michigan, though.
I don't know. Michigan's a much higher ranked, much better team than what Louisville has turned out to be. And I don't agree with it, but that's why there's 13 people that is not
Yeah.
including me sitting in Grapevine, Texas, deciding this.
Yeah.
I just don't agree with Clemson number 2.
Yeah.
So you do agree
I
with
do.
Clemson number 2?
I agree with.
Okay.
I think the committee got it completely right.
Okay.
All of it. Number 3, Ohio State is in there, and I know you don't agree with that. So what's your reasoning? behind that?
My reasoning behind that is if the committee says that winning is what matters, winning is what matters, winning is what matters, they've said it and they've said it again. How are you going to put an 11-1 team above a 12-1 team in Washington?
I can understand that. Yes.
I mean, if you're going to
But-
keep them in the top 4, at least drop them down to where you've got the 12-1 team above them.
So,
They
so
can
you
play
think
Alabama.
it should be Alabama, Clemson, Washington, Ohio State?
Personally,
No Clemson.
No Clemson.
So
Or if you're gonna have Clemson, Clemson should be third. Clemson can have the third spot.
So
I'd
who's
put
two
Washington.
at that point?
I'd put
Washington
Washington.
two? And
I just-
then 3 Clemson, 4
Three Clemson.
Penn State.
For either Penn State or Ohio State, and honestly, Penn State. But we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to
Yes,
we'll get
we
to
will.
that in a minute. We'll talk about how we would do things here in a second. So,
Exactly right.
and
Yeah.
I guess before we get on to that, I just want to say make sure y'all follow us on Twitter at LR_sports or follow us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/LR Sports Talk. And of course, we have our own website now, so you can actually find that on our Facebook. You can just click on the Learn More button, and it'll take you directly to our website.
That's
You can
exactly
find
right.
out all about us, how to get your raffle tickets, and everything else. But like I said, we'll talk about raffle tickets here in a little bit. So.
Actually, you go and do that.
All right. Well, let's talk about the raffle tickets for a little bit then. Right now it's $5 buys you one ticket for. We are giving away 2 cups, kind of like these, except for you can put whatever you want on them. So if you want a unicorn, you want to put Buffalo Bills or I
Ugh.
mean just
Ugh.
whatever you want on there. We don't care. We don't judge. Well, maybe a little bit, but we don't care.
Especially if you put a Cowboys logo on there. I think I'd judge a little bit.
But we don't care. We're giving away 2 of them. So get your $5 raffle ticket right now. It's on our website. Like I said, you can find it our website on our Facebook page. Just click on the Learn More button. That'll take you directly there. We accept all major credit cards and PayPal on that website. And no limit to the number of tickets you can buy.
Yeah. that's
So
exactly
we've
right.
only sold like 15 or 16 right now.
Yep.
So your chances are still really good.
We've had people buy 6 at once, and
Yeah.
so
So
whatever
get
you want
yours.
to do, I want you to buy 6 at once. Whoever's watching this, whoever you are, just buy 6 at once.
We've shortened the timeline a little bit. We're gonna draw names. The last time you can buy one is December 20th at noon. We're gonna draw names that evening. The 2 winners will be contacted that evening. If you've got your design ready, it'll actually go to the maker of the cups and it'll ship out before Christmas. So perfect Christmas present.
Yeah,
if you
that's
win.
exactly right.
I mean, it's worth a shot, right? All the proceeds for this will go towards this and making this better for y'all.
Yeah,
So-
enhancing the show and everything we can,
Yep.
audio, video, whatever
Yes.
can be used to help the show.
Every
for
last
you
bit of
guys.
it's going to go into that, so think about that. All right, so moving on. Let's talk about the CFP and how we would do it. I want to hear your ideas on this right now.
I mean, I was
How would
gonna,
you-
I was gonna let you go
How would
first.
you do it?
So, and I've kind of talked about this with other people, and those other people, I know you're probably going to watch and you're going to know who I'm talking about. But we kind of came to the group consensus that it needs to be a 32-team playoff, which is big, yes, I know. But so here's how you do this: you have a 32-team playoff. You eliminate non-conference games. You play 10 conference games, and then at that point you have round of 32. The Sweet 16, if you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, and then the Elite 8, Final 4, and then the championship game. That's 5 extra games for 2 teams. That's 5 extra games. For most of the teams, it's only 3-4 extra games, which is typically what you're going to find. If you get a conference
Well, you've
championship
got your
game,
3. Well, you've got your 3 non-conference games anyway.
yeah,
At the beginning
and
of the
so
season, so.
that gives you with 2 more, which one with most teams, 1 would be an extra bowl game, giving you 13 games in a season. So that's how I would format it. I would say you take the small bowls, like the Independence Bowl is one thing we talked about, where you have Alabama versus whoever it may be. Maybe you even do the number 1 versus number 32, or you divide it up into 2 sets of what that would be, 16. 2 sets of 16. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Finals week, man. 2 sets of 16 though, and so you have Alabama at the number 1 seed in that bracket against the number 16 seed in that bracket, playing at the Independence Bowl. Those bowls right now don't get any revenue because they're nobody bowls.
It's true.
You'd see teams like, I don't know, Georgia Southern play in bowl games like that, typically, right? And so
Mhm.
there's no revenue for those games. Whereas if you have Alabama versus the number 16 team in that bracket, obviously when you see Alabama, you're going to want to go to that game because they're the number 1 team in the country. And so that's creating more revenue. And so it kind of builds up and builds up and builds up. So you go from Independence Bowl to, say Alabama moves on, they play at the, I don't know, Meineke Car Care Bowl, something like that. You know, because we have a ton of just pointless bowls right now that you could use. So Alabama moves on to the Meineke Car Care Bowl. They play another team. Okay, so on and so forth. Alamo Bowl, Cotton Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Rose Bowl, all those
All the
bowls,
way up to
national
your
championship
yes,
game.
the
Yeah. So
national
you work
championship
at
game.
small bowls,
Okay.
move up, kind of like a pyramid into these big bowls.
Interesting. So
You
you want the
create
you want the
revenue.
you want the bowl games to actually hold weight
Yeah.
as a playoff.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Okay.
Because then, and in one
Right.
season, Alabama could have 5 bowl trophies if they go all the way. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So you
Does
could
that
have
be-
just a ton of bowl trophies after 5 games.
that'd be interesting.
And again, eliminating non-conference games. And so you play, this will truly decide how, like, who the best conference is. If you play just your conference, you get seeded based off of that, and then you go and you play the other conferences.
Interesting. Would you like to hear what I think?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. I talked about this with someone else this morning as well. What we kind of came to a consensus on is a 7-team playoff.
17.
7-team playoff.
What?
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out.
First round
So,
bye.
First round bye, exactly. This year, either a 7-team or an
That's not
8-team
bad, yeah.
playoff. So first, like this year, you've got Alabama's 13-0. If you run the table, you win your conference title, everything. First round bye, done.
Okay.
Go home, sit down for a week or so, and then come back. And then you've got 7. You've got 6 more places to fill for that 7. Go ahead, fill the other 4, the top 5. Fill them out with your conference championships, because next year we will have the Big 12 championship game.
Yeah. Well,
So
you say conference
every-
champions, are you saying any conference
Uh,
champion
Power
or
5.
Power 5?
Power 5.
Okay.
Fill it out with your Power 5 conference championships. Then with your number 6 spot, go ahead and send in your best group of 5. There's got to be a group of 5. I think they went to the playoff scheme or whatever to include the group of 5, but yet you've got Western Michigan right now that's undefeated that is getting left out,
Yeah.
left in the rain. What are they, like number 12, ranked 12th or something right now?
I
I don't know where
didn't
they're ranked
see
at,
it.
but it's not good. Go ahead and like this year, you have Western Michigan in there as number 6. And then you bring in a committee to decide on your number 7. I don't feel like the entire playoff standings should be decided by a committee. I think it should be decided by how these guys are out there playing all year long.
Yeah.
I want them to know that if they win their conference and they go on to win their conference game, that
So-
they're going to get to go to the they're going to be in the playoffs.
So, question: you say you have your Power 5 conference champions. How do you rank those? If you don't have a committee, except for that 7th seed, how do you rank the Power 5 champions?
I mean, you can rank them. You can use your committee to rank them in that top 5, but your Power 5 conference champions
Are
must be
automatic,
your
okay.
top 5.
Okay.
They are included in the playoffs. You're not getting left
Which
out.
makes sense because obviously those
keep
schools are
them
the
there.
best schools year
They-
in year out.
Absolutely. Put them there. I don't care if you use a committee to rank them 1 through 5. Doesn't matter to me. Go ahead. Put your Power 5 conference champions in the top 5. Number 6, best group of 5 team. And then number 7, bring in that committee again to decide on the basically the second best team out of all those. Or the 7th best team in the nation, I guess.
Yeah.
Or if you've got a year where you don't have anybody run the table and you can't have that first round bye, go ahead and throw an 8th team in there. Change it up year to year. I'm okay
Oh
with
yeah,
it.
I can see that.
I'm okay with it. If
So
you don't,
so you leave the first round bye to if anybody goes undefeated.
yeah. If somebody goes undefeated, they get a first round bye. If nobody goes undefeated,
I like
nobody
that.
gets a first round bye.
I don't like that.
Going to either a 7 or an 8-team playoff. That's how I see.
Either
I mean,
either
you-
way, they need to expand the playoff.
Oh,
'Cause 14
absolutely.
isn't
You
good.
can't, and especially when you're leaving it up to 13 people who are in a room by themselves. You can't leave it up to 13 people
I'd love
to
to be in
decide
that
the
room.
4 best people in the country, because you and I can talk about who we think is the best all night long. We can talk
Yeah.
back and forth, but that just shows how flawed it is leaving it up
Yeah.
to 13 people.
I'd love to be in that room. Come the final ranking, I'd love to be in there. I just want to see what they talk about. Like seriously, Kirby Hocutt, if you're watching, get us tickets into there. We won't tweet or live tweet or anything like that. We just want to sit in. We won't even take
It would
electronic.
just be a fly on a wall. Man.
Yeah, I just want to sit in just to see what it's like to be in that, because obviously they know going into this that they're gonna get a lot of hell for whatever they choose.
Absolutely. No matter how you rank it, you're gonna catch hell from somebody, because it's 4 teams.
Yeah.
How do you decide 4 teams out of like 128 or something? I don't.
128.
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
I don't. Expand it to at least a 7 or an 8 team pull your Power 5 conference champions in, throw you in a group of 5, and
Yeah.
then just another good Power 5.
Yeah.
Or group of 5 if group of 5 beats out another Power 5.
Well, even
team.
at that, well, if you take yours, do you ever expand it beyond 8
No, keep it at 8.
forever?
Yeah. Only way you do it is the only way you'd expand to like a 9 is if you had 2 undefeated teams. Then you'd have 2 first-round buys.
That's true. Yeah, you could do that.
That change it every year. I mean, it's all right. Y'all are just kind of
Don't stay limited to one thing.
Yeah.
Like year in and year
no
out.
for
so.
sure. I guess this is it's flawed and it's something that needs to be worked on. I know it's not going to change, not soon.
No, not at all.
But I think within the next 10 years it'll probably progress. We'll see some progression in it, and it'll get better. I don't know. Maybe it not. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll stay the same, and we'll be here 10 years from now complaining about.
Complaining about a 14 point high school, that would suck, dude. I would. Oh, I'd be so mad.
I don't know how much college football playoffs I watch.
Well, again, this episode is brought to you guys by Amanda's Creations. They have been kind enough to allow us to do our raffle ticket thing that we're going on, or that we have going on with the $5 raffle tickets. You can, if you buy one, you have a chance to win one of these fantastic Arctic cups. They are the 30 ounce ones, right? 30 ounce cups. Fantastic. And like he said earlier, you can have this done in time for Christmas, maybe a few days after, just kind of depending. But definitely something to check out. You can find all the details on that on both our Twitter and Facebook pages. Twitter being @LR_sports talk, and Facebook being facebook.com/LR sports talk. Also, like you said, we have our website up now, and so if you guys have any questions, anything like that, you guys can just refer to the website. We'll try and keep everything posted as much as we can.
For sure.
Up on that. As far as the raffle tickets go, you can also purchase those on the website too. So definitely check it out. Amanda's Creations is. I looked at their Facebook page. They got some cool stuff on there, dude.
Not just cups,
Yeah.
shirts, shoes.
Yeah, you can do anything.
Anything, man.
So-
It's unbelievable.
Definitely something to check out. If you don't even buy our raffle tickets, just check them out. Seriously. I
Yeah,
mean, they
for
got
real.
some neat stuff on there. So, segment number 3. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the NFL now. And
You know
I
what?
guess this past weekend. in
You know,
the NFL.
you know what hurts me the most coming out of this weekend?
What's that?
Knowing that the Cowboys are the first ones to clinch a playoff
I know,
berth.
dude. Oh my gosh.
First ones to clinch a playoff berth in the NFL.
Of all teams, right?
the Cowboys.
That
God,
sucks.
man, do they look good or do they?
Well, no. This past week they did not.
Well, this past
They
week they
looked
didn't.
terrible.
Okay, all right.
Well,
but-
I say terrible. They prevailed. They were the better worse team in that game,
okay,
or the better bad team.
the better bad team.
Better bad team
Better
in
bad.
that game.
Better bad.
But
I don't. First ones to clinch the playoff, and if they play the Giants this coming up week on Sunday. If they win that game, they'll actually clinch the NFC East and a first round bye.
God,
Unbelievable. I mean, they're the first ones to get it.
that's crazy, dude.
It's absolutely insane, especially since.
Who would have thought from 2 rookies? Who would have thought? I know there was a lot of preseason hype with Dak Prescott in all those 3 preseason games he played or something like
Mhm.
that. There was a lot of hype there. Gosh, I am killing Jeremy in fantasy right now. Sorry. Yeah, ton of hype coming out of Dak Prescott in that preseason, and obviously Ezekiel Elliott because he was their first round draft pick. But I don't think anybody would have
Nobody-
thought
I
an
didn't expect it.
11-1 record right now and leading the entire National Football League. Like,
So does this show how good Dak Prescott is, or how bad Tony Romo was?
how bad Tony Romo was.
Okay. Yep, I agree.
And don't get me wrong, Dak Prescott's a great player, but Tony Romo couldn't get them to this
Let me-
spot.
let me
'Cause
ask
they,
you
they
just-
basically had the same thing. If you look back at DeMarco Murray when he was there, incredible running game, but they couldn't go anywhere with it.
So let me ask you this: if that was the last game, if Thursday night was the last game you watched all year and Cowboys won, you had to pick an MVP on the Cowboys, who would it be? Right now,
Elliott.
you'd pick Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Statistically, the best rookie running back in Cowboys history. Statistically, he is. And again, I'm going to keep referring back to it. Dak Prescott's a fantastic player, but Ezekiel Elliott opens up the passing game.
Yep. That's what I wanted to hear. I've actually.
Incredibly.
I've
What about
actually-
you? What do you think?
Oh no, absolutely same. But a lot of people you talk to are going to pick Dak Prescott, and the only thing I have against him is if it were not for his O line,
Yes.
he would be in trouble. You saw Thursday
Uh-huh.
night. Every time that O line collapsed, what happened? He went down, or he made a bad pass.
Yep.
It just wasn't good.
That's exactly
Especially when Ezekiel Elliott was not in the backfield to bail him out.
Yeah. If you can get Prescott flustered, you can win.
Yep.
That's how you
Exactly.
beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Vikings showed it. They showed the Cowboys' weakness. Get the Prescott.
Yeah.
And it's-
That's what the Giants did in week 1.
yeah.
Sure, week 1 might have been nerve-wracking for Dak Prescott to start off the NFL season, but still, they got him flustered
And
to
they-
start off the game.
They did the job.
Yeah.
They were the only ones this year to do it.
Which, speaking
Successfully.
of the Giants, we got another Cowboys-Giants matchup. Second one
Revenge
of the
game.
season. Yep.
Revenge game.
This time in the Meadowlands, in New York.
It's going to be rough. But
Which,
like I
by
said,
the way, they changed the Sunday Night Football game to this game.
good.
I
Good.
can't- I
I'm
can't
so
remember-
glad.
I can't remember who
don't-
it was going to be, but they changed it. So now the Cowboys get back-to-back Thursday games, and then they get back-to-back Sunday Night Football games.
That's fine with me. Don't care. They're
What?
playing good. They're playing good.
Sure, they're playing good, but
Okay,
you
so
gotta
would
get
you
other
rather
teams in
see
there.
the Cowboys twice, or would you rather see what we had last night?
When's the last time you saw the Patriots on Sunday Night Football? Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raiders? What about the Raiders? Oh, wait. Were they
Raiders.
Mon- they
Raiders
were
just had Monday night in Mexico. So
But Sunday night nowadays is way
bigger than Monday night.
Monday Night Football. Which
Well-
I was talking to somebody about that today. Monday night kind of sucks now.
Well, it's because they're picking these crap games. Like
Yeah.
right now, who do you have? You've got Indianapolis and who?
The Jets
The
are
Jets.
on right now.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of,
Indy and the Jets.
Frank Gore just
Indy and the
passed
Jets.
Tony Dorsett for 8th all-time on the rushing board. So
All right.
that's a cool stat. But
Is Luck playing tonight?
I didn't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Throws 4th touchdown. He's
Andrew
playing
Luck is
very well
back.
tonight.
So
Yep.
he has
So
4
good.
touchdowns on the night already.
Which
so.
sucks for the Texans because we're only
Yes.
half a game ahead of them.
Yes, it does.
We'll talk
We're
about
gonna laugh
that
when it starts
in a
getting
little bit.
good. But back to that. Monday Night Football has been
It's they
horrendous
haven't
lately.
they haven't picked good games.
Mhm.
Same with Thursday night. Vikings and the Cowboys was the best Thursday night game I've seen in a while, just because it was two decent teams.
Yeah.
And they kept it.
Minnesota's
they kept it
defense is
competitive.
good.
They kept it competitive. That
Minnesota's
was-
defense is very good. And
that
I think
was-
that's what kept them in the game. If
Yeah.
it wasn't for that defense, they would have gotten blown out.
But Sunday night, man, you cannot have Carolina Panthers and Seattle Seahawks playing in a game like that. That was just absolutely terrible.
So, did you see Cam Newton get benched in the first place?
Yes. Do you know why he got benched?
Yes, so Ron Rivera's dress code, pregame dress code, calls that everybody has to have a tie.
Mhm.
Cam Newton felt like he was a special exception and didn't bother to wear a tie.
Did you hear his explanation of it though?
No.
They've been in. They played Oakland last week.
Okay.
They played Oakland, or oh, wait, who did they play last week? They played someone in California last week. Maybe
Okay.
it was the 49ers or something. I don't know. Anyways, they played them there. So instead of going all the way back to North Carolina, all the way back to the East Coast, they stayed there. So they've been there for a week and a half, and some of their bags got shipped off and whatnot. And he had no dress shirts. He said the only thing he had was a turtleneck.
Let me hold
And
on.
he said
let
he
me-
wanted. He said,
let me-
I know exactly what you're gonna say
Uh-huh,
here,
yeah.
but all he had was a turtleneck, and his excuse was, "You try being as big as he is and finding a shirt in California, a dress shirt in California." Well, I don't know.
You're making
Put a tie
millions.
over a turtleneck.
You're making millions.
Put a
I
tie
know
over
you can find a
turtleneck.
shirt somewhere if you're making that much money.
I think there may be something a little more deep seated with Ron Rivera and him.
I think so.
And
There
of
was a
course, they're not
game-
gonna. They're definitely not gonna say anything about it. But I'm not sitting. I'm not sitting here for Derek Anderson to throw a touch or an interception.
God.
I don't care how many times he doesn't wear a tie. But-
So you can tell Ron Rivera doesn't trust Cam Newton anymore. There was a game a few weeks ago. They were down by 5 with like 3 minutes to go, and it was 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, something like that. Cam Newton could easily run. He could stretch his arm across 2 yards basically. It seems like, and they went to punt it.
No.
You went to punt it on 4th and 1 with
With
3
Cam
minutes to
Newton.
go, and you're down by
Yeah.
5 with Cam Newton. You run the ball with Cam Newton on that play. You can tell Ron Rivera does not trust Cam Newton
I
as
wouldn't
much
trust
as he
him either.
used to.
Look at their record.
Yeah.
Nobody misses Josh Norman more than the Panthers.
Right.
Speaking
That
of
is so true.
of quarterbacks getting benched, Kaepernick getting benched in the 4th quarter. He's actually talking about going free agency, breaking his contract with the 49ers and going free agency.
Here's how I see it.
This
If
guy,
you're gonna get mad because you get benched because you had a horrible game,
you don't need to be playing.
you don't need
football.
to be playing football.
Okay, I agree completely.
That's just. And if I'm the head coach, if I'm Chip Kelly, bye.
Gone.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll break your contract.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. But, and I don't have anything against Cam Newton. I'm just saying, if you're gonna whine and moan about that, then you don't need to be playing NFL football. It's that simple. It's a part
That's
of the game.
true.
Look at Josh McCown, who's been a backup everywhere he's gone, except for what, Cleveland, where he
Mhm.
started a few games.
Mm-hmm. He
He's
started
been
well.
back
He
up
only
everywhere
started.
else.
He only started a couple because of
Yeah, yeah, but still,
being hurt, broke thumb.
he's played a backup his entire career. Do you see him going around being
No.
kicked off all the time.
No, grow up.
Exactly.
Grow up.
I don't know.
Quit being
That's just my
childish.
reasoning for it. So
We've also got your Bears won 26-6. So sad they broke a 3-game losing streak.
which is almost not good that they won, because now that puts them in a worse position for a draft spot.
What are they, 3-9 right now?
I think so.
Yeah, they ended up going 3-9, and that puts the 49ers at 1-11. Better than one team in the NFL. Your Cleveland Browns.
Dude, I don't get it. How can Cleveland have the number one draft pick almost every year, or be up
And
there
still be
and
terrible?
still be this bad?
Don't know. Can't
I'm
answer that.
telling you, that is the organization all the way. They are horrible.
Another streak broken was the Dolphins. They fall to the Ravens 38-6. Break a 6-game winning streak. 6 games.
I'm impressed with the Dolphins this
I'm
year.
super impressed, man.
Which is weird. I never thought they would be this good. But
that was
the only reason why I'm pulling for them is for a man that doesn't even play too often, Jakeem Grant.
Jakeem Grant.
Yeah, ex
Solid.
Texas Tech wide receiver, was fantastic here at Tech, but
I mean, one of his first plays, he returned that punt for a touchdown. So
Yeah.
come
yeah,
on.
fantastic.
Come on, let
I
him
mean,
play.
it was awesome.
Let him play.
Um,
I do like the Dolphins.
yeah,
That and we had our
the Raiders.
yeah.
Dude, did you watch that game?
I know I actually did not get to watch it, but I do know that the Bills led that game the entire game
Uh-huh.
all the way up until
Until,
they surrendered in the
Like
fourth
3
quarter.
minutes left in the third
Just
quarter.
surrendered, just
Yeah.
laid down to Derek
Yeah.
Carr.
It was 24-6 or something like that. With 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, Derek Carr throws it to Michael Crabtree, another ex-Tech wide receiver. How about them Red Raiders?
Absolutely. Got a chance of going all
That's
the
what
way.
I'm talking about. They score, and then they take off from there.
Yeah, they
It's
surrendered.
insane.
They surrendered. Derek Carr for fourth quarter. That's just
Speaking of Derek Carr, that dude should be considered for the MVP. He has, listen to this stat, he has 5 game-winning touchdown passes in one season this year. That breaks the NFL record for a season. That dude needs to be the MVP. Drop the mic, that's my case.
little notable injury we had Seattle last night. Earl Thomas went out with a broken leg. He's
Yeah.
actually done for the season. And considering
That's
retirement,
tough, man.
I don't know
He's
where
been very good.
I don't know where the Seahawks are going to be without him.
I don't know.
It was-
You got Richard Sherman and guys like that.
Yeah.
Sure, he was
He was
the
huge.
he was the father figure, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
of the defense.
Yeah. Second time he broke his leg, so he's considering
Yeah,
retirement.
he needs to. Next segment.
So, I guess that'll bring us to our final little segment here. We're just going to talk about some of these upcoming games and how we feel about we're a quarter way through the season right now, and I still have no idea who's going to the playoffs. I know one person, and that's the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's the only sure thing in my mind right now, except for maybe, well, your Patriots and Raiders.
Yeah.
But I mean, even the Raiders have a chance of losing the top spot here coming up pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And
Well, Raiders
just
Raiders are playing your Chiefs this Thursday. Raiders are playing the Chiefs this Thursday, and this could be
that's gonna be a good game.
for tying the
Is Denver out of that race
Denver. Let's
for the AFC West? Ooh,
Well,
boom.
I know-
Another opportunity to let you guys know about the producer.
the Broncos
role that we did.
Broncos are not completely out. They're at 8-4 right now. They're only 2 games behind.
Yeah,
So
which is not bad.
they're only 2 games behind, and like I said, Oakland's playing the Chiefs this Thursday, which is going to be a great game. I will be watching that game. I don't care where I have to go to watch it. I will be watching that one because that could be the tie in the NFC West, which would make 4 ties right now, unless the Colts win. That'll
That'd
be
be
a
horrible.
3-way tie. But there are 4 ties or 3 ties as of right now in the NFL for first place in divisions. We've got NFC South, AFC South, and the AFC North. All
Dude,
of them are
so
tied.
The Raiders and the Patriots have the same record.
Yeah,
Do you know that?
they've had the same record pretty much all year.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the Patriots and the Raiders AFC Championship game. That would be a heck of a game. Oh my gosh, that would be such a good game.
You know,
If I'm the Patriots and we're in that game, dude.
I'm saying Brady all the way.
If I'm saying Brady all the way. But at the same time, once you hit that second half, you need to be weary because
Oh,
they will
absolutely.
come back on you.
Raiders will come back,
Yeah.
absolutely. They showed it. They showed it.
They're so
they
good at
showed
it. I don't know how they do it.
yesterday.
Oh man, I've literally all season long I've not counted them out of a single game.
So what do you make of this? We've got 3 divisions right now tied for first, and there's only 2 records: 7-5 and 6-6. Not great records.
So does that
I don't
show
care
how
how you
good
look at it.
how good everybody is as a whole, or how bad everybody is as a whole?
I'm not sure.
Because you can make an argument that everybody's just really good and that it's just been even out all year, or everybody's just that bad that nobody wants to win.
I honestly don't know, but I
I'm
honestly
just
don't know
not
how to
sure with
answer
the
that.
NFL anymore.
I don't know how to answer that. Honestly, I think maybe this year everyone is kind of maybe better than usual. Well, except for the Texans, of course. Freaking Brock Osweiler.
Man,
Speaking of
that was
Texans,
such a waste of money.
speaking of the Texans, they're tied for the NFC South with the worst record for first place in the division, 6-6.
That's horrible.
With the Titans. They're only a half a game ahead of Indy, unless Indy wins tonight, in which case there will be a 3-way tie for the AFC South. They will all be 6-6.
Which, in that case, I'm pulling for the Titans. I know you're a Texans
outta here.
fan, but I'm pulling for the Titans.
Get out of here.
Dude, Marcus Mariota, Jay Samaro, ex-tight end for Texas Tech.
Yeah, I don't
Dude,
care.
guns up in the NFL right now. That's all I gotta say, man.
Texans. I need my Texans to go. You've also got Tampa and Atlanta, 7-5 for the NFC South.
I want Tampa to win that.
Tampa, Jameis Winston. I
I'm
told you.
all for Tampa, dude.
I told you.
Especially after
I've been
Atlanta's hot
saying it.
start, how Tampa's been able to like keep up with them. Granted, yes, the records are not too fantastic this year, but it's kind of cool seeing them.
Dude, I've been saying it since the beginning. I'm on that Jameis Winston bandwagon. I like the guy. Tampa's hungry.
I didn't
They're
like
coming.
him at Florida State. I like him at Tampa Bay.
Absolutely, he fits in perfectly with
Yeah.
them. He's kind of calmed down. He's coming to his own.
He's
and
he's matured.
Yeah. He
Oh
looks,
my gosh, he's matured.
He looks like
It's
he looks
impressive.
like an adult.
He's totally adulting now, guys. It's crazy. Him and Marcus Mariota are. Marcus Mariota, Prescott, Mariota, Winston, and Wentz are the most mature young quarterbacks you've seen in a
Absolutely.
long time.
Absolutely, I think that says a lot from a college standpoint. Too.
Yes. Those coaches are raising them right,
Definitely.
for the most part. Jimbo kind of struggled with him at Florida State, but he made it out. So,
The biggest tie that I see right now is in the AFC North. You've got the Ravens and the Steelers. Who do you pick to come out of that one on top?
I honestly think the Steelers win that one. The
Yeah,
Ravens had a
me too.
really hot start, starting off 5-0, but
Well,
they've definitely
Let me tell you
Tapered
this:
off there.
the Ravens coming up. They've got the Patriots on Monday night.
they're gonna lose that one.
they've got the Patriots on Monday night. Then they go. They bring the Eagles home, and then they go to the Steelers and to the Bengals. Those are their final
Those
four
last 2 games are hard.
Yep.
The Eagles I give them about a 60% chance to win that one. The Patriots, I give them about a 28.3% chance to win that one.
That was real.
Steelers are gonna win.
Well,
What's that?
Steelers are going to be. It's going to be in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
So
Steelers will
it's
win
gonna
that
be-
one.
And the Steelers right now coming up.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
They've got-
Steelers are gonna win that division.
Yeah, Steelers. That's what I'm saying. The Steelers has got the schedule, the easy schedule out of the two. They've got the Bills. They're going to the Bills, to the Bengals, bringing the Ravens home, and then final game is they're bringing the Browns home.
Yeah, there you go.
So
We have an insane upcoming 4 weeks of NFL football left to
gonna be
decide conference champions, to decide all sorts of stuff, and so we'll definitely see how it goes. So yeah,
actually, before we go, I got one thing I just kind of want to talk about. This past Friday, there was the city of Iran.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but
That's it.
it's
Yeah, that's right.
IRAAN. It's a little south of Big Spring here in Texas. The high school football program went on to Colorado City for their quarterfinal game. They won the quarterfinal game against Monday. Congratulations. That evening, on their way home, the cheerleader there was a few cheerleaders and a sponsor on a bus that were involved in a crash on I-10 in Big Spring. There was one fatality, and there are cheerleaders that are hurt and not going to be able to make the game. But we just want to give our condolences to them. Of course, they're going to Abilene this Friday to play their semifinal game. So congratulations to them for winning. Our hearts are with you.
there was one girl that was not able to make the trip home
Yeah.
completely, and
Yeah.
so our hearts are out to that family.
Yeah, and it was actually the
Definitely.
sponsor, and
Oh,
it's a
okay.
small town, so everybody's affected.
Yeah,
Just the whole town. We're our hearts are with you. Maybe say a little prayer for them.
Yeah.
That town's hurting pretty big right now, so just a big way. West Texas.
condolence.
Yeah. for you.
That's all you can say.
Yeah.
So just we're praying for those guys, absolutely. So.
And absolutely, good luck in Abilene versus Wellington this Friday. So-
Upcoming events, also guys, check out the raffle tickets that we have on sale. Please don't forget about that. $5 a ticket, you can get these awesome Arctic Cups set up. Other than that, we will be posting a few more videos